Alright guys, that's enough earthquake. That's more than enough earthquake. Okay, yeah, whatever. Turn it off! Is earthquake even in the game yet? Or is this a screenshot from the reworked Underground War? It's not out still? Well, I'm confused why it's not out. Unless they're still working on the map. I don't know. Whatever. Loki, I've not been keeping with fighting OSC because a lot has been dropping, and I kind of just a lot of music is usually dropping. Usually, like and plus the maps aren't actually out. Usually, I want to see it in the game first before I listen to the thing on the YouTube channel. Okay, guys. What? A gig of RAM being optimized on Roblox? Did it reinstall Roblox? I don't know. Guys, run size is gone. Almost an hour late. I was busy or something. Shut up, bro. How does the gameplay? Okay, I'll have to move that later. I'll just stick to this for now until I can fix it later. Probably between matches or something. The PNG still reacts to my keyboard, it's that loud. I was in how do you get good at skateboard? I'm buns at the game. First step is learning to control your board before going fast. So when you start skateboard, you might want to do like an in-depth reading on his kit because there's a lot of things that are hidden. A lot of things, he has a lot of hidden things in his kit. Well, but his description is very outdated just from the sheer amount of times it gets updated. So like stuff like this, charge dismount. Stuff like you can hold onboard Q to charge it up. I'm pretty sure that it's on the description. M2 is chargeable. There's a lot of things that are not listed. Skateboard's like his description on the fighter menu isn't updated. So yeah, once you get that down, that's when you start controlling your board. I recommend going to a private server and then going like around the more common maps like Chaos Canyon and learn to do stuff like this. Get used to your board movement. And on top of that, once you get comfortable with your board movement, start learning some techs like M2 buffer, which is what I just did there. Frog boost. Was that frog boost? On accident? Frog boost. I didn't do it. I missed it. Very tight timing. Q stunt. Oops, my bad. I messed it up. Whatever. I need to focus on fighting instead of yapping. Yeah, like that. Q stunt. All that stuff. Alright, back to fighting now. Well, will Alpha play Depot again? I mean, I might pick it back up. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't necessarily dislike Depot again. I think the balancing, what's really keep me away is the balancing of the game. Like, I like the concept. I like playing the game, but the balancing's atrocious right now. And I don't want to go back to it. Like, I love Depot again, but the balancing needs some work. Any piece for Biograft? Biograft is... what tips do I get with Biograft? Biograft, most always your M2 is your strongest move. After they made it censored to where the target, when it hits the target, it detonates and it like starts using the AoE slash damage. You know what I'm talking about? Like we M2 someone and it explodes basically, and like a bunch of chip damage is thrown out. You can move stack on that. So when what I see beginner Biografts do a lot is that they tend to M2 someone, chip them away, and then they just don't use any of the moves. Once you use M2 with Biograft, abuse the extra damage you're getting and maybe get a Q on them, and if you stack your M1s with it or stack an E with it, just basically what I'm saying is use all your attacks at roughly the same time so you can capitalize off the fact that M2 is not a attack with M lag. It's a move stackable attack in other words. So you want to M2 someone with Biograft and immediately start like wailing at them, because just throwing M2 out most of the time is it's good by itself if you're like low or you're trying to flank away, then throwing it at M2, not doing anything else. But if you're trying to hard press an enemy, use M2, dive in with your moves. I should have, that could have been a cool kill if I didn't die there. Oh yeah, what do you call it? How do I get aim better? I'm not much of a ranger, and I'm not too much into shooting games, or, well, I mean, I do like playing rangers, but I'm more of a melee guy. But to get good aim, generally it's aim trainers, I guess, are your best bet, and maybe playing a lot of like games like Valorant. I hate Valorant so much. And COD. Just playing like hardcore games, like hardcore, like very competitive shooter games like Valorant and COD. I don't recommend playing those for your sanity though. I despise Valorant. And the Hero Blade. Oh, yeah, I saw all that stuff, but it's like, it looks cool. But I'm more of a PvP guy. I always play Devoker for the PvP, and like the PvP is like, oh, feels awful. I'll probably make a PvE slot on Devoker for the meantime. I won't back PvP in Devoker. That's miserable. Should I play more FPS games instead of Roblox? I mean, it's up to you. If you don't feel like it, you're gonna be comfortable. You feel like it's gonna be too stressful, like too serious on like, honing your skills. Then hey, just do what you want, honestly. How do I have a 6 kill streak? Subspace putting the work out. What's the code? I can't see it. Yeah, the screen's pretty small. I don't recommend Valorant. Yeah, I don't recommend it either, but you have to admit the aim, it's very competitive in the sense that your ass is gonna get whooped 5,000 times before you actually get a kill. It's frustrating. I was gonna love your content. My question is, out of all the fighters, which was the worst, and what did they do? At what they do. I know they're wrong. Slingshot is the worst fighter in the game. Slingshot is the... I would say Skateboard if he still had universal cooldowns amongst both his modes, being on board and off board. He used to share cooldowns both modes. Skateboard would be the worst fighter, but Slingshot has the least moves in the game out of all the Rangers, I think. Slingshot has the least moves in the game. He's obsolete, and he's gotten nerfed, shadow nerfed, and also indirectly nerfed in the past patches. He's not very good right now, and I'm gonna explain why. Slingshot has high wind up, I think the lowest DPS out of every Ranger because of power creep, and he's a floating target. If you played Marvel Rivals, it's a good comparison. If you play Marvel Rivals, like a good comparison, Iron Man does a lot of damage in exchange for being like an easy target. But at least he can float around. He's able to like be fluid in the air. Slingshot sustains himself in mid-air. He's a free hit for any Biograft. That's a free M2. Hyperlitz with a free M2, M1 move stack. Literally every class. Skateboard can knock him out the air with Spike. Banhammer now has Spike. It's awful for Slingshot. I'm not saying he's bad. Well, he is, no. Compared to the rest of the fighters, he's awful. but he's playable. You can see it's not like he's unplayable like Boombox was. You like never see Boombox MVP, but Slingshot, like objectively looking at compared to every other range, like Shuriken can do 45 in one hit. Slingshot to do 2 fully charged M1s to get the same value, and it takes way longer, double the time. From a further range, and I'm pretty he has like he can't shoot from a certain range, so you're gonna be a floating target right in front of like other DPSs that do a lot more damage than you. You're dead. Slingshot, it's not that Slingshot's impossible. You'll see Slingshots everywhere in tournaments, but it's like all the Slingshots you see, the only reason they're good is because they know how to not be seen. The second they're seen is the second they lose. You get spotted by a competent Biograft, you're dead. There's like nothing you can do really. They can make you whiff your attack, and since whiffing your attack does not give you the what do you call it? Speed boost anymore due to the Slingshot nerf. You're not gonna get a speed boost. They're gonna jump you. You have no haste. You're dead. He's a terrible fighter compared to everyone else, at least. Like, he's playable, right? You see Slingshot MVPs everywhere, but that's simply off the fact that people are not pressing him. It's the same reason why Hypers get MVP. Hypers never get MVP in scrims, like ever. You'll rarely see a Hyper MVP in scrim unless they're running wall comp, like ever, because people know that if you leave a Hyper out in the battlefield, they're gonna kill the entire opposite team with just a pure DPS output. Well, back to studying for exam. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're like the biggest problem with Slingshot is his obsolete. He has the least moves for a ranger. Like, look at every other character in the game. You have Shuriken now has an extra move. Now his M1s have 2 separate types. He has 2 separate M1s. It's basically it's the power creep thing. You can tell. Slingshot. I think someone asked a question actually. What do you think about Scythe and coil? This is gonna move on to the next question. This flows well. Coil and Scythe are also problems for the game in the sense that they literally have more moves than everyone else, so they have more options. It's the same reason why you always pick Shuriken over Slingshot. Not only in his new recent rework, he get literally an extra M1 type, but now he still has anti-heal. Slingshot does not have any utility, and he has less damage. Why would you ever choose Shuriken, dude? I know Shuriken, the only downside to Shuriken is quite literally the fact that he's harder to play, but his reward is 10 times more like than you'll ever get with Slingshot. I'm not focused on the gameplay. How am I getting 5-1? You won't be able to get. You can't, like I said, you can get MVP Slingshot. It's very common, but it's only common because of the fact if the opposite team is literally oblivious to your existence. That's the only reason that Slingshot's MVP. Otherwise, if there's one competent person who said, "Hey, should we kill the Slingshot?" and then someone says yes, you're dead. Like, Slingshot has no option to deal with fighters because everyone else is better than him. Shuriken has the same amount of haste flatlined. He also can go invisible now. Scythe gets 20% haste away from target. You're not getting away from her. And she has ult that can track people down. Scythe is just broken overall. I don't even want to get into. I've said Scythe is a problem for the game. She will always be a problem for the game. Coil is getting to the point where he's becoming a problem for the game, because despite Boombox rework being a literal figurative counter to him, Coils can still just run away because they have so much options. I love the Shuriken rework too, but it's like, it feeds into the power creep thing we're having with the game's balance right now. I like it, personally. I think it's a good... Chat? Okay, I might have disconnected for half a second, and then I was like, okay, my stream lagged. I might have yeah, sorry, I just checked my stream. Yeah, my Wi-Fi went out for like half a second. It reconnected, we're good. think. Let me scroll up in the chat to see if anyone else. Slingshot, mobility move, compensate. Health should be a bigger concern with bio. I agree. Biograft. Okay, so I was actually talking. You know, with the bouncing, I usually, for some reason, when I can't sleep, I just sit in bed with my eyes closed, start thinking about balancing things. And one thing I always think about is like, how could we fix the balance in this game? There's like certain classes that literally are objectively better. I think one of those classes is Biograft, and here's why. I think the reason why Biograft doesn't feel like a glass cannon anymore, like compared to what he was back then, is because they lowered his self-damage over time over the patches, so he slowly became he became more of a cannon than a glass cannon, if you know what I mean. His sustainability is not much of a threat when you could just, you know, you just do that. But, what do you call it? I literally, if you play Marvel Rivals, Black Panther is similar to Bio. But the thing about Black Panther in Marvel Rivals is that he has to earn his dashes. Biograft doesn't really. He gets 2 free dashes off rip, and if he gets hitting them, he keeps getting more. And the cooldowns are pretty short. Either what they could do is make the cooldowns higher or something, make him more vulnerable, or make his base charge back to 1 like it was before they added the 2 charges. There's a lot of ways to go about it. I don't know what to play. I'm too suicidal in tournament. There's a lot of ways to go with Bio's balancing, but I think the biggest thing that actually make everyone happy was if you can keep Bio's his 240 stud dashes. However, instead of being a teleport move, it's a actual like dashing move, meaning in the sense that, you know, Skateboard's offboard Q, if he uses it, he doesn't teleport. I think the biggest problem why Biograft is so invulnerable is because he teleports and he's immune for like a frame and a half. And it's hard to track a Biograft because he's teleporting. It's like, how are you supposed to track a Biograft with any type of range class? Range classes cannot do much against Biograft, strictly because the fact, especially hit scan ragers like Slingshot and Hyper, can't do much about Biograft except for predict where he's gonna teleport. They literally have to get muscle memory. Is this Biograft gonna teleport 40 studs like to this location? Let me just whiff my M2 here real quick to make sure he doesn't get that far. Like look what I can do. I can just teleport away. Like, what was that? Yeah, if you spam M1, blink, and you're not getting hit. Or if you do get hit, you can just go away before you ever get low. Biograft's like one of the only fighters the only reason you're getting low with the Biograft is if you're purposely going for like a take someone down with you kill, or you're going for ult. Those are the only 2 scenarios. You don't have to get low with Biograft. You really don't. Because you teleport, like... Okay, I messed it up, but you get the point. I would have been, like, away from them. Yeah, but if the dashes were like the Black Panther's dashes, where they, like, don't teleport, they're just smooth dashes, it'd be so much better. Not to mention, it's more fun to fly across the air instead of teleporting. Like, you feel like you're actually going fast with Biograft. Like, Biograft does not feel like you're going fast. Let me switch to Skateboard, actually. I'm not having fun playing this character. I died once, but whatever. Actually, should I just pop ult? I have ult. You know, screw it. I'll switch to Biograft. I'll switch to Biograft here. Oh, shoot. I hate Rocket, too. Like, what am I actually supposed to do here? Like... The only way to counter meta characters like Biograft is to play more bullshit like Rocket or Scythe. Like, that's what I find really funny about the meta right now, is that to counter stupid characters, you counter with more stupid. Don't even get started on Rocket, actually. Don't get me started on Rocket. Really don't get me started on Rocket, man. Where's my team? Stupid counters, stupid. Stupid needs to counter stupid. So accurate. The only way you're gonna win this game, switching the skateboard will not win you the game most of the time because he's not a stupid class. He's a fair class. He's actually pretty mediocre in the current meta. Switching to bio, like you can pick Shirk in a stupid pick. I really want to show you guys my tier list, but like I'm gatekeeping it for the sake of what do you call it? The video, for entertainment value for the video when it comes out after the tournament's over. Because I want to show, I just want to like go over all the points in that video and like making it spice instead of just me rambling about it. But the basic gist of it is that S tier is no longer a half balanced tier anymore. S tier means power creep, stupid must picks now. Like S tier has a completely different meaning, and S tier there's a lot more characters in S tier. I'm gonna say in my most upcoming tier list video, S tier will have the most amount of classes, and there will be a tier. Spoiler alert: there's going to be a tier above S tier, because that's how power creep we've gotten so far. There's gonna be a tier above S tier. I'm telling you right now, there is going to be a tier above S tier. You're gonna see anyway. And there's like 5-6 classes up there. They really shouldn't be up there. None of the classes, the highest a class should actually hit is S tier in my opinion. If it goes above S tier, like there's like 2 classes I think that are like stupid. Oh, okay. Rocket feels so annoying. I hate him, but he feels so unrewarding. Yeah, if you played Rocket before he got his stupid buffs, he actually MVPs. I don't understand. MVPs you can get. I really don't understand what Rocket. Who said Rocket was bad ever? I don't think he was ever bad. I think at the lowest he's ever gotten was B tier, in my honest opinion. You can disagree with that, but I don't think he was ever bad. The only thing he was never bad. People just had a skill issue. He always did a lot of damage if you can play him right, but now he's free because his hitbox size is ridiculously high. I don't know. I don't know who said Rocket was bad. I'm still confused. Cause he was never bad. It's because no good players picked them up. If you fought a good Rocket main before the patches, you were actually scared because they were good. I'm playing Tana Annihilate. I just want to test the hook shot. Get over here. I don't think Rocky was ever bad. I think the players were just not very good. And if that offends someone, then honestly, I am not sorry because, you know, skill issue. But like, he was never bad. I played Rocket. I've gotten 20 kill games before patches. He's always been good. I don't know, man. Now it just kind of feels like a win button sometimes. Oh, I saw it coming. Amazing counter. They're all slowed. Get over here. Nice. He's actually been the best character at some point too. Playtest 2, he had auto aiming for his E. Back for those new gens out there. Rocket E was auto aim. It was homing. Yes, it was homing missiles. You pressed E, 3 rockets came out. It followed your target. Yes, I am not kidding. You can probably look it up somewhere. That was the most unfun thing to play against, low-key. I remember people talking about that. Yeah, it's. I wish there's a way to test old patches. I want you guys to see it in person. It was annoying. Very annoying. Very annoying. Get me out of here. I'm dead. There's no way. There's no... How am I alive? How am I alive? No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. Katana jukes. Katana flanker. I'm the flanking. I'm the flanker. Flick. Okay. Oh my god! The shuriken was hopping up and down in that subtle. Just kill him. What do you think about the load taper fade? Maybe still being massive. It's massive. I'm surprised it is massive though. Bro, Miss Q couldn't be me. Katana is planned for a rework actually. Katana hook strat on Chaos Cannon is like so cancer. There's no Katana hook anywhere is actually so bad. If you just get your team to play boombox actually. No. Get your team to play boombox. Run double take annihilate. Get like just go full wall comp. Get hyper laser, get the 2 tanks. Get like a sword, get triple tank, basically triple semi tank and 2 tanks. Run banana, sword, hyper laser, and boombox. Do that, play and spawn, grapple someone, and immediately shred them. If you grapple someone, bring them into your range, and then immediately after, the boombox uses M2 to drag them back in. It's basically a cesspool. You're dead. It's a meat grinder. Why am I playing hyper laser? I suck at this character. Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's... Come on, other hyper laser. It'd be so funny if when I was not paying attention. I was looking at chat. Shuriken, please. Okay, that was tactical. Tactical void kill. Well, I didn't get the kill, but like you get the point. Huh? Did they? I don't know. I'd be curious to see if I can do this. Most balanced character. Can we all agree it's Subspace? Like, there's no problems with him. He plays good. He has good utility. He's not overpowered. And he's barely been. Thing is, if you notice a pattern with why some of the characters are balanced, you know what I find really funny? The more you proceed not to touch a character, the more balanced it becomes. Because sometimes you don't need to do adjustments. Sometimes they're fine in a good state. And I'd say that about fighting's balancing. There's a lot of times where the game is completely balanced. All of a sudden, the developers say, let's add an unnecessary change to fuck up the balancing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's Subspace. If they do a change to Subspace, I don't know what they're thinking because he's fine. You do not need to make constant changes to characters you don't need it. That's how we make power creep. This is why we get Shuriken power creep. Now he's in power creep level. Like, I like the changes, but we can all admit Shuriken changes are a little unfair. He does way more damage than any other range. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. I couldn't think of a Subspace change for a Subspace that I tried. They literally have to be like finding the Casper. They have to be seeking Ghost right now. Because actually, I don't know what they would do if there was a Subspace patch right now. I do not know what patch they do. And if they do any patches, I don't know what they're smoking, because, like, the only thing it could possibly be is a bug fix. Actually. If it's anything else but a bug fix, it must be, like, on something. They have to be. Just don't adjust anything. If it ain't, bro, don't fix it. Don't fix it. You don't need to fix things that are not broken. Have a good one, sir. You too. You know what the other hyper laser. I think other hyper laser even ult this entire game. I think they must be holding this someone. Oh no, yeah, get off, man. Oh my god. I should have hit that. Yeah, I'm dead here, there's no way. Yeah, I'm dead. Do you think the crazy characters should be nerfed or the alright characters should be buffed to gain balance? Just off the fact that the time to kill in this game is miserably slow, I think they should buff all the bad characters up to, like, S tier A or S tier level. That's what I think. I think other characters, I think they've been nerfing too much. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. When new Boombucks released, the game was already in power creep mode. We already had Scythe, we already had Coil, we already had, like, the lack of changes to Biograft and Rocket. We already had all of those. Boombucks was added, and he was just alright. Like, he wasn't good, he was just alright. And people might say, well, that's fine, that means he's balanced, right? But just because the fact alright in this game means bad, because the power creep is that. If it's calling a class alright in fighting just means it's not meta. Because the power creep is kind of sad face emoji. Yeah. The power creep is kind of horrid in this game, low-key. I'm not even gonna, like, sugarcoat it. We have classes that have, like, 50, like, we have, look at Coil has 4 movesets. That's, like, 4 times, he has different M1s, too. So he has, like, that's ridiculous, actually. Let me play Shuriken. 9/11. I cannot even say that on stream because YouTube's so strict. That's my level, though, by the way, YouTube. That's my level in this game, okay? Making sure. What are some of the best fighters to sort and get introduced to fighting, or the most fun? What are some of the best fighters to sort of get introduced to fight? Oh, so to get started, Sword. Oh, what? Okay, I hate that happens. Sword. I want to say Rocket, but it's like, it's gonna gaslight you, man. It's gonna gaslight you to think you're actually good, but the class is broken. Just play Sword. Play Sword. If you want to play Ranger, play Slingshot, although he's pretty bad. It's a good way to get used to the game. Play, like, Slingshot, I guess. That's your best bet. Slingshot and, Sword. I'm not saying Rocket because I don't want people to gaslight their skill, because the class is not very good. Well, it's not very, no, it's good, but it's like, it's gonna, like, basically gaslight you thinking that you're good. But you'll get a lot of kills. It's really hard. For someone who hasn't did a competitive scrim, what should a new player expect while doing a scrim? Don't expect people to be that good. They're gonna be good, right? But it's gonna play like an intense game of fighting, if anything. Unless it's terribly unbalanced. Don't get me wrong. In the Q system and CRC, sometimes you get like matches that are like, whoa, what's my connection? Sometimes you'll get like matches that are like the average level in the opposite team's like 500 and then your team's level 200. Yeah, stuff like that is unfair, but when you manage to get a balanced scrim or something like that, a level balanced scrim, which is a skill balanced scrim, you're gonna realize that your skill It's not gonna be a complete once. It's not gonna be like very scary. It's not as scary as people say it is because everyone is nervous in a scrim. Just think about that for a second. Everyone's nervous, or if they aren't nervous at that given time, when overtime takes it, they're gonna be nervous. After you join the same server you left, by the way, yeah. What's the ping? Is my internet tweaking? Is the stream running? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if my stream is lagging or... The stream's okay, thank you. Ouch. Yo, actually the servers might be like really laggy. Isn't there's yeah, it's 66 testing for scrims, but scrims and scrims in the CRC require level 100. Unfortunately. Yo, actually, this server might be from in Narnia. What is this? Like, yo, this server's actually so laggy. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Oh my god, holy. Yeah, I think everyone's in this lag, there's no way. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, this server is actually so lag. It's tweaking. Oh my god, yeah. I'm leaving the server after this. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. Get off the point, Hyper Lizard. Get off the point. Ouch. Bro, yo, this server actually is cooked. Yeah, the server's ping is actually insane. Oh my god, I just got 1,000. Yeah, we're joining a different server. Okay, there are so many buffs. Slingshot needs a buff, bro. Even if you have even if you have good aim at Slingshot, it does not prevent you from getting targeted because you're so prone to targeting. Did I just join the same server? No, I did not. I will say, Slingshot's ult in competitive is insane. In Annihilate. Slingshot in Annihilate is actually insane. Like, unless, like, if you have, like, a good healer, good backline, strong front line to defend you, you can do a lot of work with Slingshot. Like, a lot. Especially with this ult. If you're really good at Slingshot and you can use this ult. Otherwise, though, like I said earlier, in your default state, you're not going to be able to make use of his base moveset much, because his base moveset is, like, so much worse than every other range class in the game. I mean, you can. It's not impossible. Most of your kills will be outside of ult. But just know, if someone competent spots you and they know how to abuse cover, you're just dead. Because your mobility is slower. You're most likely slower than them. If you whiff an MC, you're slow. I don't know why it's a thing. Oh, you hit me before I could actually perch myself. Splendid. Also, people should be given actual motivation to be in pro servers. They literally, so they don't play newbies. That's what I've been. This is what we've been saying ever since pro server released. Everyone thought pro server was a temporary feature, and then people like, because it was for the it released in the Ice Cream vs. Popsicle Festival, I believe, which is the last good festival, by the way. In my honest opinion, the other ones are just kind of like stock. They're kind of like the game would be the same with the Red Alpha mode game. Next balance change needs to be a power creep solution. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Next update needs to be a power creep solution, man. This is, oh my god, yo. Next patch needs to be a power creep solution, or just not at all, or an update. I don't care. Power creep solution or an update, because power creep is so bad. You have classes like Scythe, Shuriken, for almost all the classes that you literally should be always playing most of the time, or at least you should have one of these. Scythe Sword, Biograft, Rocket, Shuriken. Those are your optimal 5 all-arounders. And then you have your Vine Staff, Katana for like what on Conquer game mode. I think we need content right now. I think we probably need content, maybe. Yeah, content or a good balance patch to solve power creep. Did you not see me? Like, literally right. Did bro not see me literally right in front of him? Whatever. I think Boombox is in a good state right now. Rework Boombox. She's good. That's a sure to kill for me, okay. How did I get away? Like, how did nobody see me? Like, how do I have? How am I going 10-2? I'm not paying attention again. Okay, that res both saved me, but it didn't matter. The only reason they were able to do it with Biograft and Hyperledge is because Hyper's code was required reusing slings. Basically, yeah. I don't know who needs a rework. I'm used to all the designs at this point. Who needs a rework? Redesign or rework? Katana, maybe, I guess. Redesign and rework, maybe. I'm fine with no content as well, but like I would like either or. Okay, actually, let me speak on the fishing update. They're adding fishing, by the way. Okay, how do I put this? They're adding fishing to fighting before party system, matchmaking, quality of life, Zuka shop, I'm not gonna say anything, but you can probably tell that it's cool, but it's not a priority. Like, who's gonna be excited for the fishing update and fighting? They're adding fishing to fighting. I'm not joking. Or they're adding like sword event or sword lore before. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like a event with the swords you can like talk to them, because it was like Darkheart. You want to go fishing with Darkheart. Fishing before a balanced game would be crazy. If I don't know either. Out of all the things you want to add to fighting, let's add fishing. Yeah, let's add fishing. Hopefully it's only like a leak for like far in the future. Hopefully it's not the next update. I pray that it's actually something like about the game. Crossroads, new character. I don't care if the new character's busted. I just want a new character. Maybe new character. Literally anything that relates to the actual game. I know the lore is part of the game, but like the game could use some. I mean, I'm all down for fishing and fighting, but it's like we're doing fishing. Hopefully the fishing thing is a part of a festival update, so that'll be interesting if that is. But if they're just gonna add an update of just fishing title, like fighting alpha fishing, like on the title, I'm actually about to crash out. I mean, I'm playing it. No, don't get me wrong. I'm playing it. It's fighting. I play this game like religiously, but like you know, we have some other priorities to get done with. Game balancing, game content, gameplay features, Zuzu shop. We have all this. Yeah, I don't know. Man. If it's a fish rod character, no, it's not. It's not a fish rod character. It's like, you guys seen the leak? Oh, that's cool. You got pennant. Do we have a tank? We do have a tank. Pretty sure they're not adding a fishing character, but they're adding like fishing, like the concept of fishing, like fish Roblox. I don't know why. I mean, for lore. They're not adding a fish character, guys. I don't think making concepts is a good use of your time right now. If there is a fish character, I'd be cool, but it's. At this point, we're getting more content to stuff that's not related to the actual gameplay that we might as well just call fighting a fishing game, guys. Let's go. Let's play fighting fishing. They should add fishing, but it's not a priority. I think we can all agree on that. Hopefully, it's not like prioritized right now. I hope that was just a funny leak. That's what I hope it is. Or at least, if they're gonna add a feature, at least add it with like some other content, like maybe. You know what I mean? That would be cooler than. I dragged them. Come on. Oh my god. No. Can we fish for good upgrades? Better matchmaking. Oh, they're not adding matchmaking. I'm pretty sure Aiden's pretty anti-matchmaking. Even though it's good for the game, but he's convinced it's not. I don't think matchmaking will ever come to fighting, unfortunately, as much as it's a neat feature. Like, it is very much needed for the game to even get hit. If the game wants 10k players or any fame, it needs to have matchmaking. But keep in mind, it's their project, passion project. All I ask for, though, the bare minimum, is party system. Very least. got a pento with boombox. Parties on their own would be peak, like, honestly. That's what I'm saying. Dude, imagine how much cooler Katana could have been if he was a fast melee class, dude. Honestly. Yeah, Katana. Going into the same game with friends feels like the game is waterboard. That's what I'm saying. At the very least, if you can add matchmaking, add a party system. Like they can add it like right now, like in a week, 2 weeks, because it's that simple. All you have to do is code in script, make a new server, insert people in server, because that's literally all it takes. It's all we ask. Up to 10 people total. Boom, make server. And then automatically more fun. They can, I don't know why, and it's been delayed for 2 years. 2 years. I don't know what they're doing, but I guess they're prioritized with something else. I mean, it seems like developers are working on stuff. We just don't know what. Who knows? Maybe it could be like some big update. Maybe New Crossroads literally releasing tomorrow, guys. Katana update. That's not even a hot take. Because look, when Katana was added, think about it for a second. There was, if you remember, if you're there back then, when Katana, and 2 years ago, there was no class limit, right? The base game had no class limit. When Katana added, I think Katana was the. Either way, the point is there were so little fighters, and when Katana was released, that's when they added class limit because it's a tank. You don't want like 5 Katanas like be on the same team. That's ridiculous, right? That's when it becomes a problem. So they added tank. They added class limit because they added a tank game. There's two little characters. So like a match subtract Scythe. Sure. Oh my god, there was nobody actually. Oh my god, wait, think about it. There was only. Let me think about it for a second. How many classes were there when Katana released? There was Sword, there was Rocket, there was Slingshot, there was Hyper Laser, there was Biograft, there was Subspace, there was Medkit, there was Boombox. 13. No, there wasn't. Shuriken wasn't out. Oh, Shuriken, it was lower than 13. It was lower. Katana came up way earlier. It was like 10, 9, I think, right? Because Shuriken came after Katana. So anything past Shuriken, was it 9? Something like that. But yeah, I can understand why the game felt really bad after Katana was added, because there's 2 little characters to what we have now. And they added a class limit and restricted play. I think that's why I logged off first match, actually. It was 9. Yeah, 9 characters is... Oof, that's nothing. That's really bad. I think they could have held off adding Katana, actually. They probably should have added, like, Shuriken, that patch. And then added 2 tanks back to back. That's probably good for them, but it already happened. I didn't get my charges. I don't know why I was not paying attention. By the way, I'm not paying attention to the gameplay at all. It was 9. Yeah, 9 characters. It's ridiculous, though. Oh yeah, I think, funny story. I think that's the reason why I didn't play the game during Rave vs. Relax, because I played a lot during Bat vs. Rat. Not a bit. Yeah, I played a little bit during Bat vs. Rat. And what do you call it? What am I trying to say right now? But yeah, when I saw the class limit, when someone took, I think, Biograft or Skateboard, because, like, I've always made Biograft Skateboard. I literally just left the game because it's like, they added class limits, lame, and I left the game. That's literally that's like my first reaction to Ray vs. Relax. That's literally what I did. And my ass went to go play Deep Woken. I think Deep Woken was something at the time, like, or like, what's Rogue Lineage? Rogue Lineage or Deep Woken? That's what I went to go play or something like that. I don't know. Yo, team comps for Katana release had to be like so strict. You had that guarantee. That means everyone was ranked Katana. I think everyone literally ranked Katana just because he was overpowered and also he was the only tank in the game. I think that's the reason they ran him. And my friend crit during Ravens Relax, honestly justified. Like, two little characters and that one character releasing being overpowered and being bust picked because he's the only tank and does a lot of damage. And also just being restricted because there's so little characters. I would understand why people quit during that time. Technically, I quit during that time. Medkit pre-rework? Oh yeah. I never got the what do you call it? Old Medkit. I never really played with like a Katana like that because Old Medkit was like. I played a lot of Old Medkit. I will say my playtime on Old Medkit is probably like about the same that it is right now. Current Medkit. But I never really played with the Medkit because nobody wanted to play him. He was too hard back then. Actually, a lot of people say he was difficult. Ooh, teleporting setup you had to set up your crystals and all that stuff. People saw Medkit as a very complicated class back then. Nobody played him. But when you did get a Medkit, a Katana on the same team, a good one, oh my god. Alright, back to skateboarding. Don't get dizzy. Oh. Blue Heater 2? I mean, I haven't bought it. Well, I had Robux of it, but I spent all Robux on something else. I mean, I might consider it. If it goes free, I might play it, but for now, it's on the back bench of games I'm gonna play soon. Alright, let's play boring meta pick. I mean, it's fun, actually. Sword can be fun sometimes, don't get me wrong, but, like, I can never play Sword more than, like, 5 matches in a row. I'd get bored. Because he's just a meta pick. He's meta pick. Guys. Sword. He's fun, though. You don't have a healer. Yeah, I'm dead. No healer. We're running. This is an interesting composition. I don't know what we're doing. Not even a support. Okay, yeah. My body literally gets so loose and like ragdolls when I play sword because I just like so relaxing. Dead. Dead. The next. I wasted that. now we're running a boombox. Okay, cool. We're not winning this because we're getting no tank. We have no tank, no healer. I'm surprised we're getting this close. Oh my god, dude. I mean, fighting being a Battlegrounds game is the least surprising thing I've heard today. Because, with the current state of the game, yes, it is a Battlegrounds. You join a server, you beat up people, you leave. Because, I mean, the game wouldn't be a Battlegrounds if it had content, but it's an alpha. Fighting being a Battlegrounds game makes 100% change. Makes so much sense. I mean, it's a free-for-all game, it'll make sense. Either way, I still think it's a Battlegrounds game, because fighting is a glorified Battlegrounds game, because it is... You wouldn't call Overwatch a Battlegrounds, you wouldn't call Marvel Rivals a Battlegrounds game, because it doesn't have the sophistication system, where it's like you have certain different game modes and queue systems. Fighting in its current state is a Battlegrounds game, in my opinion. Because there's nothing to do except for join a server and beat up little cities. Right now, at least. Oh shit. That was crazy. I'm done. What times does Banhammer ult in it? If they added dashing and blocking. I don't think you need dashing and blocking to make a Battlegrounds game. A Battleground game is like you join a server, you start beating up people. That's what I classify it as. And that's fighting, what fighting is right now. Don't give much thought, just join, wait for match start, beat up people. Battle on the ground. We won that with no tank. That's actually crazy. Dude, oh, we had a tank. Never mind. We got tank 5 seconds. What would be the ideal content update? Literally anything. Actually, no, not even. Actually, no. Let me be a little bit more demanding here, because you can't say literally everything. I mean, like a fighting update is a fighting update, and updates is good. But to be very specific with you, though,